Man, we all need this. Between the heavy backpack, long hours sitting at the desk, driving back into extracurricular sports, the start of the school year could be a major source of aches and pains, Raj.
Yeah, and here to help us get around those, avoid those unnecessary injuries is Dr. Sapna. Thank you very much. Yes.
We need you. Because you never think of that. As kids, you feel like they're resilient, but you got to start when they are young in terms of the healthy habits.
You need to get into a routine right now. I mean, school's already started, right? Kids are already kind of getting their gear in place.
Yeah.
They're already coming home with homework. It's been literally only 2 weeks, and our kids are already busy. So the first couple of things that I want to talk about is just, you know, you have all the gear at home now, but are you using it effectively?
And you only need a towel. You don't need fancy schmancy.
So the crying towel for
I'm all
homework,
about the easy DIY. So your kid comes home, wants to do their homework, and they're probably going to belly flop onto their bed and use their laptop. Wrong.
Why?
They're going to put so much pressure on their low back, strain their neck because of all that awkward mechanics on their spine. So instead, encouraging them, they don't need a fancy chair. You can encourage them to just sit at their desk using a simple towel, rolling it up and stimulating their postural muscles by getting them to actually keep a towel behind their low back, and automatically you get a much more neutral spine that's going to put less pressure on their back when they have to get at their desk to do their homework.
And this is adults too. Ksenia, you're a lovely intern. You're at Ryerson, so when it comes to studying and long hours in the chair, this is something you could be using as well.
100%.
And does that help with the studying mentally as well?
Well, think about it. If you're uncomfortable and in pain, and kids don't really know how to correlate the two, right? They just think, oh, my neck and shoulders hurt, but they're not thinking about the fact that they're on their bed, you know, in the most awkward setup. Trying to do their homework. So yeah, definitely. You want to encourage kids to get into good habits early, because that does translate to the working world when they have to have a desk job, and then, you know, the same habits are translating over.
So the bed is bad.
The bed is bad.
Backpacks are getting bigger and bigger.
By the way? Ksenia, feel all right?
It's good.
All right.
They need to fit their books, they need to fit their binders, and now all the different, like, laptops and everything else.
So think about it. I mean, backpacks, we've probably already bought the right gear because, you know, everyone went shopping a couple of weeks ago. So you hopefully have a backpack that has a lot of good compartments and good features in the backpack. But now you've given it to your kid. Does your kid even know how to load it? Yeah. So I want to recommend how to effectively teach your child how to load their backpack so that they're not putting more stress on their spine. So first of all, the backpack should never weigh more than 10 to 15% of their body weight. Okay. And you want to put the heavier items, like your laptop, your bigger binders, in the back of the backpack. That's what's going to help.
To the core,
exactly. Right? Distribute the body weight evenly. Then you want to take the lighter items and you want to put those in the middle. So it could be your lunch, it could be smaller books in your agenda, followed by the smaller items, you know, going in through the front. These are my daughter's accessories.
So cute.
You know. And, you know, water bottles on the side. And then that way you've got a nice ergonomic solution.
The kids want to be cool, and they always want to do one of these, right? Like just the once over.
Oh,
why is this a problem?
So asymmetry, right? So if you're carrying a heavy loaded item, and these are kids that are developing. These are kids that
heavy. My gosh.
These are kids that are developing, right? So you want to make sure that backpack is actually fitting their body, carried the appropriate way. I mean, backpacks now even have little straps to help distribute the body weight around the chest and around the back. They're there for a reason. Teach your children how to use these things properly, because just like a fancy ergonomic chair, if it's not set up to you, it's a waste of money.
And backpacks over anything else, right? I used to have the old Adidas bag that
50% of the most common low back injuries in students come from backpack misuse.
Footwear. Guys, you think that they're flat, so they're good for you. Not so.
Yes. So, and especially if kids think they're just sitting all day at their desk, it doesn't really matter. You know, the classic, you know, flimsy boot or a flip-flop or a croc. I really encourage kids to get into the habit of wearing a proper sports shoe, something that's comfortable, because even in and around class times, you know, they're running around, they have recess, they have, you know, breaks in between, walking through campuses. So Ksenia's wearing a nice sports shoe, but, you know, get your kids encouraged to wear the right footwear. And if they are in sports, they have to wear a sports-specific activity shoe, because they don't want to develop overuse injuries or any other injury related to the back.
And pardon the pun, do you just put your foot down, or do you try and tell them why they should be doing it? You just say, no, this is what you're wearing.
I live my life by educating the importance of it, because I feel like when you're informed, you're more likely to follow it. Yeah. And, you know, you can always use the example. You don't want to turn out like me, so.
Like, for example.
Successful doctor, you're right.
brought his shoes in today. Like, are these okay?
Who knew I had such small feet?
Are they, no, but these...
So you really want to have proper footwear. You know, a lot of these shoes don't really support your feet that well, right?
I mean, you can wear them, but you don't want to make a habit of wearing them right.
And I wouldn't wear it for like 8 or 9 hours a day.
Okay.
Exactly.
Well said. For more information, breakfasttelevision.ca. Here's to healthy backs, feet, and everything else. Right now, over to you, Mel. Thanks, guys.